Hey sis, come sit with me for a minute. This is where we talk about healing, identity, and patterns. And we remind ourselves that becoming takes grace. Sis, can we talk? Hey sis, can we talk? Sis, I want to talk to you about staying teachable. You know, so often we look at our age, our experience, our titles, our years, and assume that means we've arrived. And yes, life has taught us some things, right? Experience does bring wisdom, but wisdom does not mean we stop learning. One of the most dangerous places to be in is in a mindset where you can no longer receive. Think about it. Where every correction feels like criticism. Every new perspective feels like an attack. Every lesson feels like somebody is judging you. But sis, the lesson is not judgment. It's really awareness. Or maybe sometimes it is, right? That is why I share the way I do. Not to make anyone feel bad, not to tell you who you are, but to help you recognize where you may need to look so you can understand what is really going on in even your life. You know, I had to learn by being teachable, the lessons and gain wisdom and new perspective. Because when you remain teachable, you give yourself permission to grow. You give God room to show you something different. You don't know everything. You allow life to stretch you into levels you may not have ever known you can reach. That's the blessing. But when you get stuck in perfectionism, we stop being teachable. We start protecting the image instead of developing the person. We start acting like who we said we were becoming instead of actually becoming her. And let me be honest, I have had to learn this too. Even now, I am learning new things about myself, about life, about God, about my purpose, and even about ownership lately. I am in a season where I am no longer just operating under somebody else's structure. I am learning what it means to build my own, to take ownership, to become the corporation, to become the leader, to become accountable for who I say I am. And that requires me to be teachable or remain teachable, because new levels come with new lessons, and sometimes the lesson is not that you failed. Sometimes the lesson is that you were acting from an old version of yourself while trying to become someone new. And that is okay as long as you are willing to see it. Because acting can be a part of the process, you know. Sometimes you have to practice the posture before it becomes the natural. But you cannot forget that you are still becoming. The problem comes when you confuse the performance with the transformation. Since every year you should be willing to meet a version or a higher version of yourself. Not because you are not enough, but because there is more in you. And I also give grace now in places where I have judged before. Because everyone is is not in the same season as me, right? Some people are choosing peace, some people are choosing stability, some people are even choosing rest. And that is between them and God. And for me, I know this. I want to remain teachable. I want to remain open, because I don't want to just talk about becoming her. I want to live it. So sis, if nothing else, stay teachable. Stay open to God. Stay open to correction. Stay open to new perspective. Stay open to the possibility that what you know got you here, but what you are willing to learn may take you there. Now, sis, let's keep becoming. I am Cleo, the pattern.